was exposed to folk music by my dad and my brother when I was 16, 17. And it was Bert and John by Bert Jansch and John Renbourn. It just completely threw the picture widescreen, you know. My brother sat me down and played me 5 Leaves Left by Nick Drake. And I did it again. You know, suddenly I knew of this other world of music. And that was the start of it for me. You can very subtly move between things with music that nothing else allows you to do, and it's completely liberating. I know that sounds a bit daft, but it's true. So I was playing every night in Liverpool, in bars and clubs, and one night I just got heard by this agent, and he walked up to me. I was playing in the lobby of an arts centre. Upstairs there was a Songs of Nick Drake evening that they wouldn't let me play anything up there, so I was in the lobby playing Nick Drake songs. And anyway, this fella comes up to me after the gig and says, "Do you want to open for John Martin?" I went, "Oh, yeah, of course." And then for John Renbourn and Martin Carthy, Davy Graham, and all of these colossal giants, you know, these heroes of folk music, and I took my cues from them, but always have pursued my own songwriting.
I fell asleep. I dreamed a dream and I thought it true concerning Franklin.
This song, Lord Franklin, I've been playing since, I don't know, 2005, you know. And I think there's a recording of me playing it at the Roundhouse in 2007, and I've changed it a lot since then. I suppose it's got faster. Everything gets faster, doesn't it? And this song is one that my dad plays as well. And you know, he used to play it on his guitar when I was little. And my dad was one of the few hundred people who bought Nick Drake's first record on vinyl. You know, and he is a big John Renbourn fan, so am I. You know, we love him, and I got to introduce my dad to John Renbourn after John and I played together a bit. And anyway, this song is just really dear to me, and this was the beginning of this was the sort of impetus to make a record of folk music. It all started with John Renbourn and Lord Franklin.
In Baffin Bay, where the whale fishes blow, the fate of Franklin no man may know. Oh, the fate of Franklin no tongue can tell.
Some of these songs communicate so directly from the time that they were written, you know, maybe hundreds of years ago, but speak of timeless feelings and notions and sensibilities. And I was in a session, like a late night drinking session in Liverpool, and I heard this song at 4 a.m, and it blew my mind, just this love song. They reckon this was collected by Cecil Sharp here in Somerset, and it immediately became one of my favourite songs, and immediately became part of my set.
Find rest in the arms of my Nancy. I'll build a new nest. She's the girl I adore, the choice of my heart. Her skin shines like silver in every part. Early morning was a king, he was scarce 21, courted a lady fair. Her eyes were as bright as two diamonds in the night, raven black was it.
I didn't want to just record traditional British folk music. I wanted to reference my American influence, you know, because I've always loved American guitar music and American folk music, and I've been fortunate to tour America a lot. And I was playing with the transatlantic sessions, you know, touring around the UK, and I started warming up with this song and then putting it in my solo gigs, and it's a really good song to play just to get you loosened up. And I thought, wow, I should really record this. And this is a song that I heard first at the Green Man Festival 10 years ago, played by Whiz Jones, and this is a Stanley Brothers classic and from the Great American Songbook. You know, it's from the old Smithsonian Folkways recordings, and it's a song, again, its clarity just cuts you like a knife 100 years after it was written, but no one really knows when it was written. And this is Willie Moore.
Sweet and she was known both far and wide. Her friends came all around. In the little brook before the cottage door, the body of Sweet Anne is found.
Touring has taught me a certain economy of living. Less is more, you know, and keeping it as simple as possible, because you can get more done that way when you're on the road. I feel at this point of my life, having made a good few records of my own material and maybe being known as a songwriter, you know, in certain circles, I just feel like if I hadn't made this record of the music that I really love now, at this point, for some reason I just felt like I'd regret it. This felt like the right time to do it. Maybe I needed to get a few things off my chest first. I don't know, but I have all these folk songs that I play regularly, and I haven't recorded them, and you know, maybe I just thought, well, I could get hit by a bus tomorrow, I may as well try and record them meaningfully. And I got talking to Sam about it, Sam who produced Headlong, Sam Lakeman, and he just said, it's a no-brainer, let's just put some mics up and give it a go, you know. And within, I think the first day, when you have a studio session, you know, you have one day where you're just testing and getting sounds together, and we put up 2 mics, and on that first day we recorded 4 songs. At the end of the day we sort of looked back over it and went, wow, you know, that's almost half a record, you know, let's just keep going. And as it went on, we fleshed it out, and we brought in, you know, some friends, Cara Dillon, handily enough, you know, Sam's wife, you know, kind of mind-blowing having Cara Dillon just walk into the studio and do that. I got John McCusker down, who I toured with in the transatlantic sessions, and Ben Nichols, Big Ben, who plays with Seth Lakeman. And suddenly I had this great ensemble on my hands, you know. And the thing that really spurred it on was writing a couple of my own songs that were perhaps less, I don't want to say commercially led, because, you know, I haven't sold enough records to talk about being commercially led, but they felt perhaps more folky, more folk influenced, you know, if you know what I mean. One of which was called Boudica, and the other is called Hummingbird. And this is one of those rare songs that came to me, and I wrote it down in the space of about 10 minutes and fleshed it out, and it was there complete. It just, you know, arrived, my antenna had caught it. You know, I don't know how that works, but it happens sometimes. It focused all of my attention on this idea of making a folk record, this one song, and I thought, well, this is the title track, and I'm gonna put a load of my favourite folk songs around this, and you know, it just all became clear. So this is the title track, and this is called Hummingbird.
She's gone before we made one, yeah. Like all good things she passed. she disappeared into the breeze and flew out for the last. Yeah. Oh. In these times of constant change, I'll be holding on for you. You're the one whose affections I still crave, the one my world clings to. And these words of mine escape my mouth, they travel without bounds, up through the clouds, out into space. They're on devotion's sound. You can hear them.